Welcome back, everybody. We're diving into the fascinating world of online marketing today. You ever get that feeling like you're being watched?
Like those ads that seem to know exactly what you're thinking?
Yeah. Like, how do they do that? Those search ads that pop up right when you're thinking about buying something, and those display ads like following you around the internet.
It's a wild world of data and algorithms and maybe a little bit of psychology, too.
So let's break it down. We've got some examples, and I have to say, some of this stuff is downright spooky.
It definitely makes you think twice about what you're doing online.
Okay, so say I'm searching for, oh, I don't know, a new pair of running shoes.
Right.
And suddenly, boom, ads for running shoes are everywhere. Are they, like, reading my mind?
Well, not exactly mind reading, but it does come down to understanding what we call user intent. Search engines like Google use these incredibly complex algorithms.
Algorithms.
Yeah, basically, like formulas that try to figure out what you mean when you type something into that search bar.
Okay, so they're trying to understand what I want.
Exactly.
Right.
And then they connect your search terms, those words you typed in, like running shoes, with advertisers who are saying, hey, we've got running shoes.
So it's like a giant online marketplace where advertisers are battling for my attention.
Precisely. The source material actually called it a supply war, which I think is a pretty accurate description.
That's supply war for my attention.
Yep. Advertisers are literally bidding on those keywords like best running shoes or running shoes for women. And Google is like the referee, deciding whose ad gets seen, and it all happens in milliseconds.
Milliseconds. Wow. So what are they looking at? How do they choose?
Well, they consider the bid amount, of course, but it's not just about the money. They also factor in the ad's relevance to your search, the advertiser's past performance, even the quality of the web page the ad takes you to the landing page.
So it's not just about who pays the most.
Not at all. Google wants to make sure you're seeing high-quality, relevant ads. They even have something called a quality score, which basically rates how trustworthy and user-friendly an ad and its landing page are.
A quality score.
Right.
So Google's like the internet police, making sure we don't get scammed.
In a way, yes. They want to make sure you have a good experience because ultimately that benefits them too.
That makes sense. Now, what about those display ads? Those banner ads that follow you around the internet? Like, 1 minute I'm reading an article about gardening, the next minute, bam! Ads for gardening gloves and trowels are everywhere.
You're exactly right. Display ads work a bit differently than search ads.
How so?
Well, search ads are all about that immediate need, right? You're searching for running shoes, you get running shoe ads. But display ads, they're often based on broader demographics, like your age, gender, interests.
So they're kind of making educated guesses about what I might like.
Precisely. They look at your browsing history, your online behavior, and they use that information to put you into different categories.
Categories, you mean like likes gardening or interested in running.
Exactly. And then there's remarketing.
Remarketing, is that?
Remember that time you were looking at that new coffee maker online, the one with the built-in grinder?
Yeah, maybe. Why?
And then for the next week, you saw ads for that exact coffee maker everywhere you went online.
Okay, now that you mention it, it was a little creepy.
That's remarketing. You visited their website, showed interest, and now they're following you around, hoping to reel you back in.
So they're using cookies to track me.
Exactly. Our source material actually had a great example of this. Someone was writing an article, and get this, an article about making cheese.
Okay, that tracks. I love cheese. Go on.
And then they saw an ad for, get this, a cheese grater.
Oh, come on. That's insane and kind of amazing.
Right, and it shows how specific those targeting parameters can get.
So both types of ads use my data, but in different ways. What's the takeaway here? Should I be worried?
I think the key is awareness. The more you understand how this all works, the more informed you are as a consumer. Pay attention to how ads are tailored to you. It can be eye-opening.
You're telling me
Yeah.
it's like this whole hidden world operating behind the scenes, and we're just along for the ride.
In a way, yes.
This deep dive has been amazing. Really makes you think.
It does, doesn't it? And it raises questions about data privacy and how our online behavior is being used.
Important questions. Something for everyone to think about. Thanks for joining us on this deep dive into the world of online marketing. Until next time.
It's been my pleasure.